Welcome back. I'm Tim Adams with Tomato Productions, and last week we talked about why you might consider having an on-camera monitor for your content production. This week we're going to be talking about the importance of having a space that you are producing your content in. That can be an office, that can be an actual studio space that is dedicated for content production. But the idea is that you have a consistent background, a consistent look, consistent space that you're producing content in. Part of that is to simply establish something that people can count on, you know, a consistent look, a consistent background, you know, something that's not going to change. Obviously that's not going to be right for everybody. You know, if you're doing travel blogs, that kind of thing, obviously the environment you're in is going to be changing because you're traveling. That's the point. But you want to pay attention to everything that's in your frame. Okay, that includes the background, that includes your wardrobe, that includes your hair, that includes your makeup, you know, if you wear makeup. It includes the lighting. Everything that exists in the frame is important to evaluate. The other thing that I love to train people on is that if it isn't seen inside the frame, it does not exist. All right? So something you can't see is that right over here there's a floor lamp, but you don't know that because you can't see it. So don't be so focused on creating a space that is pristine regardless of which way you look at it, because the audience, the viewer, is not going to know unless you show that to them. So, you know, if you want the ability to move around a space, you know, maybe you have a place where you stand in front of a background or a backdrop like I am here. Maybe you have another space where you sit on a couch or a chair or something like that. If that is what you want to do, that's fine. You know, then obviously you need to make sure that you have, you apply the same principles to every space you're going to film in. However, if you, like me, you're going to have one space where you're standing and you're not moving, then you only have to worry about one space, you know. This is a portable backdrop. It drops down and it disappears because it's covering a doorway to the room. You know, is it ideal? No, I'd prefer to shoot in a place where I could leave this set up. So the whole point is, you know, pay attention to what's inside the frame, okay? Evaluate everything, you know, can it look better? You know, maybe my setup here would look better if I had some colored lighting, you know, running up behind me on the backdrop. I don't know, I might play with that. But for now, this is what I've decided I want it to look like, and I'm fairly happy with it. So you need to find a space in your office, in your home, you know, somewhere around that you have regular access to whenever you need, okay? It needs to be quiet. It needs to be well lit, you know, whether the lighting is natural or whether, like me, I've got my own lights that I bring in. You know, whatever it is, you need to evaluate it and figure out, okay, how can I make this look like I want it to look, that matches my branding, that matches the personality that I have. Maybe it matches the culture somehow, you know. Maybe you are a coffee shop, you know, and you want to have a video blog that is talking about the different kinds of coffee or the different coffee beans, and, you know, why is it important to understand the different roasting? You know, what would that environment look like that would be appropriate, that would complement that topic and that business? Well, probably something really casual, really comfortable, you know, maybe a comfort couch, let's say. You're in a couch, it's a very warm environment, maybe you got some wood, you know, you got a fireplace, something like that. I mean, if you look at the aesthetic that coffee shops have, they tend to be very warm and cozy and welcoming, you know, places that you're very comfortable hanging out for a good period of time, versus, say, fast food, where the environment is very much order your food, eat it as quickly as possible, and leave, right? You don't get a lot of welcoming aesthetics in fast food. So that's what I'm talking about in terms of culture and what the space should look like. So the idea is to set you up to succeed, because we love to see, you know, our clients succeed, with especially reaching the goals that they need to reach to be successful. So thanks for watching this. I know it's kind of a weird topic to cover, but it's also an important one to think about. So again, thank you for watching. Next week, we're going to be talking about the computer that you're going to need to edit, and you might be surprised by the opinion that I have. So thanks for watching. We'll catch you next week.